Bro, white people are so cooked right now, and I mean this literally. This is what's happening over in Europe right now. Extreme heat wave that has taken thousands of people's lives, and they literally have no idea how to deal. Look, bananas are literally falling off of the peels. It's so hot. Tires are melting, cars are melting. You can fry eggs from the sun over there, and thousands of people are now dead. The air conditioning isn't working. Their systems are antiquated. Look at this. That's crazy.
Europe, where that record-setting heat is being blamed for dozens of deaths, many of them people drowning as they battle those triple-digit temperatures. And in France today, the highest single temperature since records began in 1947. CBS's Lee Canary reports tonight from London.
It's the hottest day ever recorded in France. In one spot, over 111 degrees, forcing Paris's most iconic landmarks to close early.
We're going to go to the top floor today at 2 o'clock, but then they canceled all the tours.
A heat dome sent temperatures across Central and Western Europe soaring, and people are seeking relief anywhere they can find it. In Italy, the government is advising people to eat light and stay indoors, and of course, to hydrate. Spain is used to heat, but not this much this soon. This wave is shattering records for June.
Es horrible esto.
The heat is also here in the UK, where very few homes have air conditioning, and people rely on more traditional ways to cool off.
Like jumping into the ponds in London's Hampstead Heath.
Do weeks like this make you want to change your mind on AC?
Not really, because if you look to the rest of the year, it's like pretty dire and not as hot.
But this forecast can be deadly. French authorities say heat deaths and drownings are on the rise, and Europe's aging population is vulnerable. In 2024, there were over 62,000 heat-related deaths across Europe, where historic infrastructure was not built for extreme temperatures. And the continent is warming faster than any other.
Forecasters are calling London's weather tonight tropical, and tomorrow it's expected to get even hotter. Tony?
All right, Lee, thank you very much.
Europe is getting absolutely cooked right now. Hundreds of heat records are being broken daily. Thousands of schools are being closed. Public events are being cancelled. Alcohol consumption restrictions are being put in place. And even drowning deaths are soaring as people are trying to cool down in rivers. You see, Europe is officially the fastest warming continent on Earth. But it's also a continent that isn't built for heat, with over 80% not even having AC. So when summer hits, each seemingly becoming hotter than the last, it is brutal. Take France, for example. They have just had their hottest day on record on a national scale, along with over half of the country being placed on red alert and 135 absolute records being broken in a single day. Drowning deaths in the country have also soared to 40 in just 5 days. Over in the UK, temperatures hit 34.6 Celsius, ushering in a number of coping measures like reduced rail speeds, hospital patient appointments cancelled, school closures, and even hosepipe bans. A red health alert was even issued, indicating a risk to life even for the healthy population. Several people have also drowned in Germany over the weekend. Spain's National Weather Agency warned of serious, even extraordinary danger. And Italy's health ministry declared a red heat wave in at least 15 cities. The heat wave is expected to continue for many of these countries over the weekend.
We have some really sad news out of Europe, where the death toll has risen to 2,129 plus deaths, according to weather fatalities and the data that they've compiled out of the various sources available. Now, this is 1,058 plus in France, 1,029 in Spain, 25 in the United Kingdom, 7 in the Netherlands, 7 in Poland, and 3 in Romania, which is a truly, truly tragic situation. As you know, there is a big aversion to air conditioning in Europe, despite the fact that many people die during these heat waves, and it is just a true tragedy that some of the most vulnerable people are the ones who are in these numbers, you know, especially people who are elderly, disabled, etc. And I find it really, really terrible that they are not embracing AC.
More than 100 people have died because of the heat wave across Europe. Many parts of Europe are facing very hot weather. In places where the temperature is usually around 15 degrees Celsius at this time of the year, it has now gone above 35 degrees Celsius. The same situation can be seen in the UK, France, Italy, Germany, and Spain. Experts say the temperatures are so high because hot air has moved over Europe and become trapped. These hot air masses are stuck in a circular pattern, causing the same areas to stay very hot. Because of this, Europe is experiencing some of its hottest weather. Experts also say this hot weather may continue for some time, and similar conditions are expected in the coming years. If we keep extracting Earth's natural resources and fail to control climate change, future generations will face even worse weather.
Europe are getting cooked right now. Hundreds of heat records have been scattered. Schools are shutting their doors. Public events are being cancelled. Hospitals are under pressure. Even drowning deaths are rising as desperate people search for relief from the resilient heat. What we are witnessing isn't just another hot summer. It's a warning that many experts say cannot be ignored. Welcome to Truth Verdict. Special credit to the original Stitches video used as inspiration and reference for this.
The UK is officially melting right now, and honestly, what is happening over there is completely wild. Nearly 500 schools are shutting early, train firms are telling people do not travel, and even the army has cancelled its ceremonial duties. Now I know what you're thinking, but 40 degrees is just a normal summer in Spain or Australia. Except in the UK, it's a national crisis. Why? Fewer than 5% of British homes have air conditioning, and many houses are built to retain heat. Even worse, the infrastructure can't cope. Rail tracks risk buckling in the heat, roads are melting, and gritters are spreading sand in June. Imagine the chaos, 40 degrees Celsius and humid by day, with bedroom temperatures staying above 20 degrees Celsius at night, turning homes into ovens. NHT General said that while there is no legal upper temperature limit in schools, leaders will be doing everything possible to reduce the impact of the extreme heat.
Please pray for Spain. More than 500 people have died because of the extreme heat in Spain. The temperature in Spain has reached 40 degrees Celsius and has stayed that high for the last 7 days without falling. All of Europe is facing very hot weather, but Spain is one of the countries affected the most. Many European countries have closed schools because it is very difficult for young children to attend classes in such extreme heat. People in Spain are going to beaches to stay cool and protect themselves from the heat. Spain has not seen heat like this in the last 80 years. That is why this unusual heat is making life very difficult for many people.
So 1,000 people have died in France from the heat. Excessive heat. And you don't believe in global warming. Now, if you don't know anything about Europe, this is all of Europe is in a heat wave right now, and they are usually a hazy shade of winter. It's at the point where they've legalized swimming in the rivers. You don't want to know what goes into the rivers in France. That's their sewer. And they're happy to swim in that water because it's that hot right now. There were reports of people on the street working as baristas and stuff like that. dropping dead at their jobs. It's so hot. And notoriously, they don't have air conditioning in most of their homes because this kind of heat doesn't happen. But right now, almost all of Europe is in a heat wave. And the health ministers there said it's going to be worse when they get the reports from the home care facilities. Yes, that's nursing homes, old people in nursing homes that don't have air conditioning. So this is really bad, and nobody's covering it, except for TikTok reporters. But yeah, people are dropping like flies in Europe, and over 1,000 in France already from this excessive heat wave.
Ah, c'est dangereux, quelqu'un peut mourir. Attention, 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 attention. Attention, attention. Wesh, ils sont en train de se battre. Non mais c'est une blague.
Eh les gars, les gars, les gars, les gars, les gars, les gars. Wesh. Eh les gars, doucement. Wesh les gars, les gars, les gars. Les gars, les gars, les gars, les gars, les gars, les gars, doucement, doucement, doucement. Calme, calme, gros.
Monsieur, vous ne me filmez pas. Hein. Voilà, on y va. Ferme les portes. Wesh.
Europe is officially considered the fastest warming continent on Earth. According to climate scientists, temperatures across Europe has been increasing in roughly twice the global average over recent decades. This warning is becoming impossible to ignore. Across multiple countries, each record are falling almost daily. Emergency services are surged. Governments are increasing health warning, and millions of people are struggling to cope with temperature that many communities simply were not designed to handle. One major challenge is infrastructure. Unlike many parts of United States or others regions, most European homes were built to keep heat inside during cold winters, not to stay cold during extreme summer. As a result, more than 80% of homes across many parts of Europe do not have air conditioning. When temperature climb into mid of upper 30s degrees, even beyond, many buildings becomes extremely uncomfortable and for vulnerable people, potentially dangerous. France has been among the hardest hit countries. The country recently experienced one of its hottest days on record on the national scale. More than half of France were placed under the highest heat alert as temperature reached extraordinary levels. Officials reported that around 135 local temperature records were broken in a single day. The consequence has been severe. Emergency rooms have treated increased numbers of heat-related illness, while authorities urge residents to avoid outdoor activities during the hottest hour of the day. Tragically, reports indicate that around 40 people drowned within just 5 days, as many attempts to cool off in rivers, lakes, and other natural bodies of water. Authorities continue to argue people to use design swimming area and stay safe guidance. United Kingdom also experienced unusual high temperature. Thermometer climb approximately 34.6 degrees, creating major disruption. Rail operation reduced train speed because extreme heat can affect railway track. Some hospitals postpone non-urgent appointments. School either close or shorten class schedule to protect students and staff. In some areas, hosepipe bams were introduced to conserve water supply. Health officials are issuing a red health alert, warning that the heat poses risks not only to vulnerable groups but also to otherwise healthy individuals. Germany has faced serious challenges. Several drone deaths were reportedly over weekend as people sought relief in lakes and rivers. Emergency responders reminded the public that sudden change in water temperature, strong currents, and exhaustion can make swimming especially dangerous during heat waves. Spain continues to battle intense temperatures as well. The country's National Weather Agency warns of serious and in some regions extraordinary dangers due to the extreme heat. Officials advise residents to stay indoors during peak afternoon hours. Remain hydrated and check on elders, relatives, and neighbors. Italy has also been placed on high alert. Ministry of Health declared red heatwave alert in at least 15 cities, warning residents of dangerous conditions. Tourists and local alike has been encouraged to avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight, while emergency services remain on standby for each relative medical emergency. Scientists say this kind of extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and more intense as global temperature continues to rise. While no single earthquake can be attributed to one cause alone, climate researchers have reportedly stated that human-driven climate change is increasing both in the likelihood and several of these extreme events. Governments across Europe are now facing difficult questions. Should cities invest more heavily in cooling infrastructure? Should more buildings be equipped with air conditioning? How could countries better protect vulnerable populations during future heat waves? And perhaps the bigger question of all, is this becoming Europe's new normal? As always, a true verdict, we encourage viewers to examine multiple reliable sources, think critically, and stay informed as this event continues to unfold. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you believe Europe is prepared for increasing extremely summer, or do government need to do much more to protect their citizens from future heat waves? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you find this report informative, please like the video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Truth Verdict for more in-depth documentary covering stories shaping our world. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next episode. Bye.